All right. I think we're good to go. Let me change the brightness. I don't know why I have to do this every freaking day. Basically, for some reason, the configurations never save. Oh, shoot. Cancel. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. All right. Good morning, everybody. We're just pretty much going to go over our traditional, what we do every morning. We check out news. We check out Manzini levels. So kind of get everything going in the right direction. That's why it's important to kind of get kind of set up before you start trading. So first thing we'll do is we'll start off with news this morning. Should be a pretty good day as far as volatility goes. There's going to be a lot of news this morning. I would at least hope that's going to give us some volatility. I'm a big trend fan myself. I want to see a little bit of a just trend level, either that or wave back and forth, because I like to either trade fill inversion gaps or breakouts. Got what? All right, so we will start here. Uh-oh. News, and that's at what, 9:45. No, I think I might have got them mixed up. 30 minutes. Yeah, I think I did. Let's see, 45. Yep. Oh, I got them backwards. Let me just take that one out. Had the right time on there. It's just I had the wrong news play. This one is actually S&P Global Services PMI. We have had some earnings this week, but I haven't really been following those very too much on the Let's see here. Major support there. I'm not sure how much the charts are going to get jacked up this morning from the news. So for Bears case, beginning with the 604 fell, did we even retest those 604s? Not overnight. I don't know what I did with the one indicator that shows the might not even worry about it today. I feel like it was, oh, never mind, it's on this chart. There it is. All right, so we are running the London highs. We got London highs sitting up here, what, 41? Well, yeah. I mean, we had a pretty wild looking consolidation zone here before we kind of broke out of this. We were just making, there's the breakout if you like to follow the trend lines. All right, I think we got all the levels and everything set up. We have 3-star news. We have Manzini's kind of little briefing what he's looking at. Plan for the day, 637 reclaim, work up to 60.56. Then we could have a little dip at the 56 level. Then maybe another push up to 76 to 87. All right. We got about 6 more minutes. I was messing up with another one of my little charts over here off to the side here. More likely, we're going to be probably just kind of sitting and watching for the first, say, 15 to 30 minutes, just because there's probably going to be a lot going on with the stock market first thing this morning. You have news at 9:45, news at 10. Good morning, Crypto. How are you doing? We're still just kind of sitting stagnant ourselves. I haven't taken any trades on my one funded account that we took 2 losses on last week. We did trade another one. We're up $300 on it. We're still working on trying to get that 6 PA account. It's getting close. We only need, what, 255. I keep going up and down on this freaking thing. I started trading a new PA, so we're up $300. So I took a break from the one that we were like 3 or 4 trades away from passing, just because I was putting too much stress on myself. So taking a little break from that one. Maybe get another PA caught up to it or something. Did you go back to start trading a lead again? My goal was just to get 5. I mean, I like to at least add 1 or 2 a month and see how long I can hold them for. So far, this has probably been the longest that I've been like consistent holding on to them. So like this one that we've been trading here the longest, we had it since the whole fast track, you know. I got it back in what, end of September, October. So we've had this one for a while. We just been grinding on it because we don't take trades every day on it. I'm hoping eventually that we can get 5 or 6 or plus to pay out. And that way I only got to make $500 to get payouts. Kind of what Methodical Man's doing over there with his accounts. Because Methodical Man's doing the same thing too. He's taking $500 payouts on all his accounts. But I'm a little bit more conservative than Methodical Man because I'm pretty, not say cheap, but I don't have as much money as he does to spend on PAs. So I'm usually a little bit more conservative when it comes to PA spending. Oh, my camera's stuck? Oh, thanks. Ooh, I'm back. Wanted to give you guys a picture moment. Too bad I wasn't looking up. I was messing with the camera stuff yesterday because NVIDIA got this new update on their NVIDIA Studios. Well, he has a lot more money than I do that to spend on, you know, trading. And the only thing that sucks about that, you know, that crypto when it comes to money thing, it definitely makes you trade different because you got a little bit more stress on your shoulders. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of breakout before the market opens. Man, I already know that I'm not going to be taking trades in the first 15 minutes. I'm just, you know. Yeah, I've only ever used them one time, crypto, and that's because of some special they were running. And it was one of those. It was an eval. It was one of those deals where you had to like make $6,000 in 10 days. What's up, Pine Tree? You trading this morning? Dude, you're getting a lot of views on your one video, man. I keep seeing your views just stacking. It was at like at 1.3 this morning. Oh, there you are. All right. All right, guys, 30 seconds. Not like I'm taking a trade this morning. Good morning. Whew. I usually have about 3 or 4 people playing in the background. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. What's up, Caesar? Man, Caesar, I tried to upload those things. They won't let me upload them. Like, I don't know if I downloaded them wrong off from my email, or I'm not really sure what I did with those. Let's see. Maybe I put the wrong folder in. Oh, maybe that's what I did. I downloaded the destination folders. Okay, I'll have to go back to my email again and look at that again. Okay. I'll try to redo that again later then. Yeah, once I got my Ninja fixed, I was trying to upload them because my Ninja was broken for most of last week because I updated it. Let me make sure I still got in my email real quick because sometimes I kind of go delete happy with my email on my cell phone. Because I hate looking at all those freaking numbers on my cell phone where it's like, you got 100 emails. So I can't stand looking at that. All right, yeah, we still got them. So if I click on them, that's all it comes up. Am I missing something? Or All right. Got a nice little 1 minute trend line here. But that's usually what pops up whenever I open one. Ooh, is that a little bit of trap to the downside off the VWAP? You gotta love them VWAP bounces. I used to take those a lot more back in the day. I haven't, not too much these days. Mm. Whoa. Man, is this thing just gonna be trapping on both sides today? Not today, but this morning. Just remember, if you are going to take a trade, just know that 9:45 and 10 o'clock we have news. You don't want to get caught in those and the market kind of go up and down out of nowhere on you. And we got a really big move to the upside. I mean, I feel like we could be moving up. I mean, you have the Austin and Hong Kong high low all the way up at the 590s. You got your opening at 592, session high 624. Let me see if we ran the lows. I don't know. We're kind of just stuck in the middle, honestly. Man, this thing could go either way. It's like either a big move to the downside or upside here. I think the ES needs to get above the 56 per Manzini. Okay, so yeah, this is the first target to the upside this morning. Then we need to hit this target, maybe a little pullback off of this target, unless it already happened overnight. Sometimes we do. And it might have been this one where it sell through, pullback, retest, then sold off. So we might have missed that move already. It might have happened overnight. So if we sell through the 56s this time, we should be pushing up to the 70s. But hopefully the news don't mess up the charts too bad this morning. Keep hearing some. Must be on somebody else's stream. Oh. There comes the previous session close, or close from yesterday. So we pretty much closed where we opened pretty much yesterday. I wouldn't mind seeing a push up to the 600s, then get a pullback in through like the 80s. Wow, that was almost a 90 bounce there. What's up, Ponzi? How are you doing today? Well, we got 5 more minutes before news play. See if we get that pullback to the, what, 50s maybe. We always like to retest those whole numbers. Nice. Working on a vehicle. I haven't done that in a while, Ponzi. Let's see if we get above these 77 levels here. All right, there's the 77 break. No, got rejected at the 77. Still got 3 minutes left. I was hoping to maybe I was going to try a little long above those 77s to see if we can get back through those previous close, but man, we rejected that area hard. Another pullback here. I think the news is probably going to mess up the chart, so we're going to have to wait for a reset. because you got what, a minute and a half. So if you're planning on taking a trade, you got to basically get in and get out. There comes that 77. All right, it's too close to the 45 after, so I was possibly looking to see if we could get long above 77 here, but we just could not get above it. So all we can do now is just kind of sit and watch and wait. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's gonna get pretty crazy right here. All right, here's the news play. So I'm hoping it don't mess up the market too bad, which it doesn't look like it's going to, because it's. I think you're just gonna have to wait to get through the previous session close and opening, because you're always gonna get some resistance on those levels. Oh, excuse me. Man. I wonder if that 77 is gonna hold here. Hey, I'll take whatever it gives us, Ponzi. I'll take a long, a short. I don't care which way the market goes. It's gonna be our. We hit the 21, so I don't know if this is gonna be a 20 bounce or not here. To me, it just doesn't have enough like separation of moving up. That's funny. I'm glad the news didn't do anything, because I hate when news like jacks up the charts. Oh, we got above that 77. Mark out the 15 minutes. So this could be the sell off. Look, here's that 56 level. So this is where you, if we're staying bullish, you got to get above this 56. So if you're kind of new here, or if you're watching this later, so these squares that are marked out on our screen, this is the 5-minute close candle. You can see we're bouncing off that quite a bit. And this is your 15-minute bounce. And this right here is your aggro time, the last 10 minutes of the hour. Kind of get, usually you get a breakout this time of the morning. All right. So right now we just kind of keep pushing the 15-minute. To me, I think the 15-minute close is in a crappy spot between that 90 and 400 or 600. See if you get a bounce at the 200. It's 20. Oh, it's still right through it. No, well. Man, that actually kind of paid perfect. I mean, I lost track of that. I didn't realize we are at that 56 level on the ES. Yeah, taking trades into the 50 is very dangerous. Not the 50 EMA, but just your 50 in general. Man, it seemed like it never fails with that last 10 minutes of the hour. Get the little breakout, even though it's to the downside. I would think we'd struggle getting back through the 55 since that's where our opener range highs at. But let's see. It's it's definitely getting really what you got 5 more minutes left. So you take trades now, you have to pretty much get in and out. We're just going to risk 5 on this. It may stop us out fairly quick. Let me make sure. I was trying to keep my losses to a minimum. Got 4 minutes left. Make sure I'm on the right account. Yeah. Yeah. Did anybody? I missed it on the first play. We were like one move too early, and I didn't want to take it again. But that's what we were looking for a few minutes ago. We were looking for that breakdown of that little bear flag there. We were just one move too early for it. Plus, I only had like a 4 or 5 point stop loss. Because if it was gonna go, it should have went. But it stalled. Now we're just gonna have to wait for the news. We only got about less than 2 minutes. Wow, nice rip up, EWAP again. Goodness. All right, guys, less than 1 minute, so be careful if you are still in a trade. Wow, this baby's just ripping. All right, less than 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds. Ooh. Woo. It busted that 15 minutes too. It retested the 15 minutes barely. We got the 15 minute here. I just hate that it's going into the 90s. Where's the see if we can get back in here. Some reason, like I said, that is always a dangerous zone to enter, is between that 90 and 600. Woo, what a nice bounce off the 20 there. Woohoo. This thing's just dumping, isn't it? Hmm. I'm surprised we sold through the freaking 200 so quickly. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, oh, we're gonna get back-to-back L's. Come on, 26. Looking for that 26 to hold up on the 200. Ah, these aren't setups. These are just kind of I think trades. We're just trying to catch the breakout on this new eval. Man, I figured we were just dumped. What do we got? London high. This is the London high. We still got the London mid. I feel like we got a long ways down that we can take out here. Still no funded trade yet this morning, guys. We haven't really had any kind of setups for our funded trades. It looks like we're making a little bear flag here. Keep making lower highs. Oh, it's struggling just to get through the 512s here. Ah, there it goes. Let me see where our what this is our 15 minutes here. You definitely don't want to see us get back above those 33s because that's the close of the hour there. I think we get a 50. Here's our 50 touch. We also got that gap fill in above the 62. All right, I wouldn't mind seeing another pullback into the VWAP here. We still got this. Well, that's the gap fill there. Filled in the gap here. Mm. We also have the 15 minutes. This could be our 15-minute breakout here. Whew. This thing's just definitely seek and destroy at the moment. Like I said, guys, so far no funded trades today, so no like setups that I've liked. We are. Man, I was definitely hoping the price action would be a lot better today. Ugh. And the only thing that sucks about trying to like catch these breakouts is we're in a range, so it's almost like you can either be 1, 2, 3 moves early. I mean, you can see that we possibly might have a breakout to the downside, but it's all about timing, you know. It's kind of like that trade a while ago that I missed by like one move. Then I could see that we were trying to push down this way, but we're just one move early. Wow, that was a 20 bounce. Wow, it hit right off that 20. Let's see if that 20 EMA push gets us through here. Ooh. All right. I'm glad I got out of that because I guess. Man, I thought that 21 was going to be the bounce. Too bad it's. I'm not very good at setting existing orders because you would definitely got your 20 points if you're comfortable doing that type stuff. I feel like it's just priming for the bottom just to fall off. I mean, it's just all wicks. We got the lows all the way down here at the 440s. Oh. We got what almost equal highs sitting here. See if we can get this pulled back into the fair value gap here. Uh, All right. Come on. We're looking for that 77 to get hit here. Oh, come on. We lose that opening range high, more like we're going back down. We'll see where it goes after. If we can hit the 70, I like to see us hit the 77s, then have another pullback retest, then for move higher maybe. But this could just be the fake out. Sometimes you'll see these moves just above the previous internal leg, then just sell right back off. I thought I was on my one account that I only need, what, $250 to pass? Like I said, still no funded trade today. We're about to have the IBH set up. So I'm hoping once we can find something around our IBHs. All right, next level is going to be 77. We could have a reversal at 77 here and pull back into the 50s. Got through the 77s. So let's now see if we can hit the 90, maybe a pullback. Maybe we can add to our position here too. Unfortunately, I thought we were going to be on this account, and I guess I chose the wrong one because I was trying to get the last $250 I need to pass this. Still no funded trades today, guys. As you can see, our PAs are still just sitting dormant. We really haven't had no good setups that I like this morning. We had a few, I think, trades, but I thought we were going to break out to the downsides to take out the overnight lows, but and go 90 drama. I'm hoping this is just a non-bounce here. Ooh. Shoot. I couldn't move much. I tried to put my stop right below that freaking 21 EMA. Whoo. I know, man. This has been crazy today. Look at this, man. It's just, I'm thinking, I mean, it looked so bullish, then all of a sudden, man, it's just like, nope. The Bears are like, hold up, hold up. Right now we're stuck in the middle of our 15 minutes here. You can see it. I mean, got our 15 minutes, our 5 minutes. We pretty much pull back to retest these 5 minutes. A lot of times, if we push through the bottom of our 15 minutes, then we push up over halfway full, halfway over the 15 minutes. Most time we'll go back out the top. I'm scared about that 77 rejection. That's what worries me about this move here. I wanted to be in a little bit earlier because I'm scared about 77 getting stopped. Where I'm gonna, either that or maybe I'll just minimize my risk or something. I hate this stalling. Yeah, come on. See it stalling. Where's my entry? All right. I hate that we're stalling, but we'll give it a whirl. Okay, we are as the 77s. Okay, I was a little nervous about that one. No, we didn't. Okay. I thought I was about to get 9 ticked on that one, where I get my order around the 9, then it just stalls. Man, I really don't want to get stopped out on this. Only need. Oh, never mind. I still need another $150. All right, here we go. Come on. Explode. There's that little bullish candle there. Come on. Come on, give me the 90 tap. You know, the NQ loves the 90, guys. We bring that up quite a bit. Usually, sometimes we didn't get it a while ago. Usually, we'll hit the 90, then reverse. I'm gonna try to stay right below this 9 here, so we'll risk a little bit of the profit. Not much, just like 3 points. Most time we'll get a 9 hit or something before we move higher. Come on. Dude, that thing just like ticked me. I mean, it cannot get any closer. All right. So what I'd like to see is for us to explode above this 15-minute opening range here. Then come back, maybe retest, and maybe we can look and see if we can add another contract. Because I still need to make another $100 on this account to get it to pass, because we're sitting at 26,392 at the moment. I thought that last trade that we took, I was on this account, but I was on the wrong one. Still no funded account trade, guys. So unfortunately, I haven't really liked this price action today. This price action's been tough to trade. We took a little bit of break-even trades. We took some little small losses also this morning. So it's been kind of like a 50-50 on this one account that we've been trading, which is a fairly new account. All right, here comes our 15 minutes. Where could we go? $30s, $20s. I'd like to see if we can add another contract here. We can. We started off with what, 6, but this is also micros. We're trading because we're only trading 25Ks on what is it, Apex. So I only needed like $250 to get this account to pass. So I still need to make another $100 if we're going to pass it today. But we only got one contract left. We started off with what, 4, 5, 6 contracts. So that's why I'm trying to not really take profit, just because, I mean, what, 20 points? What is that, like $40 if I took it now? I'm looking for to either, I'm hoping to add. Yeah, 6 micros on this account because it's a 25K. But we done sold most of our contracts. I usually sell most of my contracts at 10 because I usually do a tight stop loss. I usually try to do a 10 and 10. So I'll take 3/4 of my contracts off at 10 points. Then I try to see how much of a runner that we can get. So we'll pick like 2 targets. So my first target was 90. So we got 20 points off of our second target, but we haven't really got a target yet for our next one. So right now we're still in this trade for what, 10. So what is that? $20 we're still in this trade for. I was really hoping for a bigger push above the 15-minute opening range here, then a retest. If we can get that type of setup, that's where I'd like to add. So there comes our push. You want to see like 20 to 30 points. So a push maybe even all the way up here to clear out this wick, then maybe a pullback. It looks like we have equal highs also sitting here at the what, 615s. All right. If we can get some kind of retest, we'll add. Hold. I really did not want to see us lose that 15-minute freaking thing. God. All right, we're gonna go to break even on this one, just because it's stalling. We try to also add a contract, but we're also at break even. So the only thing that could happen next, like let's just say it cannot move higher. The 9 has already failed once. Then you could possibly get a push back down here to the 77s. So that would be the next pullback if we do have to pull back deeper. Most of the time that happens once we cannot move higher off of the 9 EMA. It's on the struggle bus. There's another 9 test. Like I said, the more it tests that 9, the more that possibilities of pulling back into the 80s here. Yeah, there it comes. I think it. But we're just going to take whatever happens here, guys. Nah. Come on. There it goes. It's going to run this wicks down here. We got a lot of wicks down here. That we are making a nice little bear flag or bull flag setup here for a breakout. To me, it looks like it is. Probably gonna get stopped out on this one. Doesn't look like. More likely, I would think that we'd want to touch that 21 EMA. That would be your next target down. I mean, if we don't get stopped out, it's pretty lucky. Nope. I hate that we got back below the freaking 15-minute here. Most time, this is usually we'll have a reversal because there it goes. A lot of times, what you'll get is you can't get above the 15 minutes. You can't break out of your IBH, and we consolidate right atop of it. Then a lot of times you'll get a really big pullback. So basically, like I was saying, we kept bouncing off the 9, bouncing off the time, couldn't move higher. Then there comes your 20 touch. I may lower my risk down a little bit so we don't risk too much of our profit and just use like three micros or something and see if we can get runners, because we only need, we're sitting at 415. That was just one trade with this one. We got 25. Wait, oh, did I trade the wrong one? No, I didn't. Need what? $115. We had this kind of breakout yesterday, and we're in the 10-minute macro time, so we just usually when we get our breakout this time. Usually these first two usually plays fairly well. I mean, we had it here. This was our last 10-minute start here, and we dumped how many points? 60, 50 points. There's your 50. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed your Jasper with the time frame. This is the 1 minute time frame, but a lot of times I got another page over here that we watch all different time frames, anything from 5 minutes to an hour. So the reason why we're having so much issues in this area, because this is where we opened and closed at yesterday. So 92 is your open, and the close is sitting at 85. So maybe we can get above the 92s and look for another possible long area here. Been some pretty nasty looking candles on our 15 minutes here. What do you got? Pretty much all wicks. I mean, got all small body wicks here. If you're looking for a long moving up, just saying if it does end up going higher, because right now we just made a lower high. I mean, but you definitely want to make sure you're above that 92 level. We'll be in this for 30 bucks if it fails. We're just trying to stay right above that 92 level. We're going to go to break even since it's stalled there. All right, come on. A little bit more. 4 point. I mean, it got within like 1 point of my freaking target. I feel like the safe spot for this is probably 91, but yeah. Dude, we literally got to like 9. We broke above that freaking previous open there at 92. So I thought we'd get a nice little breakout there once we got above that 92 level. But man, once it got above the 600s, it just started stalling. We've had a lot of support in that area here. Wow. There's that 77 bounce on the money. Didn't quite, it wouldn't have gave you, I don't want to give you 10 points, but if you're someone who likes to scout bounces. Ooh, just come on, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna try it one more time. Oh, is it gonna get stuck? It's that 92 level. We'll risk a few points just under the 92 in case it can't get moving above that 92 level. It's that 92 level is where we're getting all that crazy movement at, because that's your open from yesterday. Come on, 92, hold. What's up, man? How are you doing today? I was trying to get the breakout above the previous open from yesterday. We're kind of stuck between that 92 and 85 from our previous open and close. It's probably going to go now. I'm not going to take it again. Have you had some big moves today yet? The price action's been really tough today. You got 170 point. Yeah, my biggest trade earlier came off around, I want to say the 40s, or where did we get in long? We got in long somewhere between the 50s and 60s a while ago. And we only got what, like what is it? 106 or something like that. Yeah, we only were trading 6 micros. Or no, we were on the wrong account. I'm sorry. Wrong account. I don't remember how much I got because we've taken some red and greens on this one eval. Because I haven't had all winning trades with it because we took some break evens and some small losses on it this morning. Then we tried a long while ago. That's the one that we ended up with 106 on. And actually, I thought I had a little bit more. I think we actually lost about $20 because I thought I was at 385. And now we're down to 361. Oh. God, I don't really want to. We're not going to do this again. This is the same breakout that I've tried twice already. So we're not going to try it again. If it goes, it just goes. How are the Bullenox rules? Which ones? I need to make another video on Bullenox rules because I know they've changed some. I don't know what they changed. I feel like all the prop firms have changed their rules. I think the main thing with Bullenox is just make sure you don't go over the consistency rule. With funded accounts. So there's the. I mean, it's still. Is it going to go? It's still struggling to move. I mean, it's just. I mean, we at least would have got our 10 points if you still were trying to get that breakout above the yeah, with the funded accounts, I know you have like 10 trading days and either I want to say a 40% consistency rule. If you're going for bigger moves like you're talking about. Right, yeah, you can pass an account in one day. It's the same with Apex. You can pass in one day too if you want a full sin. That's how Methodical Man's got a lot of his PAs. He usually full sends them at opening. Just after you pass it, you just pay the activation funded fee. Then, you trade whatever setup you are to get to the threshold payout, which for 50K is $3,600. I definitely feel like this 15 and 25 is definitely a target to the upside just because those are areas from this morning here, running these wicks off these levels here. I wonder if it's bouncing here at the 610. So you could get a pullback off of this 10 off this untested wick there. Oh no, they tested that wick already. So yeah, they do have a 40% rule on PAs. So you just, let's see. So if you got to make $3,600 times 40%, I mean, 40% of that is $1,400. Or if you want to use the 2,600, 40% is $1,000 a day if you want to stay safe. So I think you're good as long as you stay between the $1,000 and $1,400. 10 days on funded. Boy, this thing's just grinding higher and higher. Man, it's just. Still some pretty rough price action. I mean, as you can see, it's just grinding higher and higher here. This is why we did not want to try that breakout again. Luckily, we didn't really lose too much on trying to get that breakout. I think we lost a total of 20 bucks because we were at 385 and now we're at 361. So we lost basically 20 bucks trying to get that breakout earlier. And it missed my first target by like literally freaking a point. And we're breaking out of our IBH, which is 609. The breakouts above the time frames that we like to trade, which is the 15-minute breakout. And this would be what, your 30-minute candle here. So the breakouts have been very weak this morning. So, woo. Oh, there's the at least the move above 92 that we were trying to capture a while ago. You know, and you literally can take bounces off the opening and close most of the time. If you can, man, look at this crap. Oh, we're above that 56. Man, if we can pull back and retest this, that was the strong level from this morning. Really need to see a pullback. That's a little candle. We're looking for 56 to hold up on the ES. And 610s to hold up here too. Ooh. Do not want to see that fail. See, this 656 could be your high for us to literally sell right back off, unfortunately. That's why we're watching that 56 area. That was a Manzini's level there for pullbacks off that 56. Well, let's see what happens. A lot of times, if you break out of your initial balance high, then it sells back through. Most of the time, that's usually not a lot of times you won't get. It's hard to get back through. Time is at 11:15. That's a good pullback. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if we can break back above the 610s. Oh, goodness. Did not reclaim those 56s. That's what had to see us get back over those 56. We should run into some resistance here at the 77s. Boom. We lose the 77s. We should get a push right here into our mid. We could get another bounce here off of the 566. Wow. Just couldn't pull the trigger off the bounce. Man, almost a 20-point bounce off of your 566. This time, more likely the 66 will probably fail, and then you'll get a push down to your 56 next. Let's see if it breaks this time. Usually the second or third time it hits, it usually goes through. There's the break of the 66. I feel like you can run this high, opening range high, and your 200 moving average, and you also have your VWAP down here. So you got some destinations to the downside. Hmm. We're hoping at least maybe get one more trade in for this account and see if we can get over that threshold, or we could lose and have to be back where we started at today. We're pretty much going to be risking a profit we made today. Man, we've had a wall here at the mid-session mid. To me, it just, it doesn't have that classic looking bear flag setup where you want it to be making higher low, higher highs, moving back up, then the sell down. Like you want to see it bear flag back up into the 21 EMA or even your 9 here. There's your 20. I mean, we do have a big gap fill back to the top side all the way up to the 600s. But just remember, we've gotten stuck between that 85 to 92 range a lot today. That was your 20 bounce. Woo. Tight here. The trend line is holding. Man, that thing just ripped. Woo. I just don't know if that's a trap. It seems like those are trappy sometimes. I mean, we did get back above the 92. I mean, it's a huge gap fill. I mean, you can, if you like taking those failed inversion gap trades, but man, it's a huge, pretty good size stop loss. I mean, yeah, stop loss here. Come on. Got 10 seconds left on this candle. See what happens here. All right. Trying to minimize my risk on this trade just because it's not a setup. Damn, it stalled. Usually a lot of times if they stall, the win percentage just goes way down. All right, break even at top of this internal range. Usually you want to see it just go. You don't want to see it just, once it closed, just kind of stall out. We still need to make, let me see where that puts us if we hit this target. If I need $20 more, how many more points do I need? That'd be $40. Let's see if that pushes us over. Well, so this was a failed inversion gap type setup. What's up, Outer? So we broke structure. We had a huge bearish fair value gap here. We had another fair gap, so we were, you know, coming out of a gap. And once we printed above the gap, once I saw a little bit green, we were above the 600s. We were above that 92 notorious level. That's where we got long at. If I get above 30, I will go to 20. I don't, because that's still 20 points I don't want to leave on the table. All right. So liquidation, we're over the threshold, but not, I don't think cash value we are, because it says we still need 20 bucks. So I'm hoping that 40 will put us over the level. Outer, did you take any trades this morning? Hey, there's nothing wrong with break-even trades. I feel like I'm the break-even trade king sometimes, man. I'll go to break-even at a heartbeat. So, oh, no. Did we not make it? No. We missed it by 11 bucks. Dirty. Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong account. Oh, was I on the wrong? Oh, wait, no, I wasn't. Yeah. We're $11 short. Let's see if we can get a bounce here. I feel like I missed that bounce there because we had that gap there and the 9 was not quite in it. Dang it. What usually makes that a little better if you can get a little fair value gap with your 9 sitting in it, then get that pullback with the fair value gap with that 9 EMA. Most time, almost clockwork, especially on the very first one, because you know you got all the crossover here, you got separation. Man, you almost get 10 points every time. We'll just have to be patient. Maybe the next play might be the 21, but we'll see what happens. We just need 10 points with 1 micro. Outer, how did your trade go yesterday? Were you able to find any entries? Yesterday's market looked pretty tough. I didn't trade at all yesterday. Oh. You had one break even trade? Okay. Wouldn't mind seeing us get above this whole number at the 50, then have that pullback. That would be the hopefully ideal setup there. So we just have to be patient and wait. Because I only need 5 to 10 points for this account. Or we could lose 40 bucks. There's your 50 touch. 50. All right, so we hit that whole number. Usually a lot of times we can get above the 50. Most of the time we usually pull back off of that 50. Are we gonna get the pullback off the 50? It looks like it. Oh, there we go. It happened quick. Man, I could have got my 5 points. I just couldn't pull the trigger. I mean, that was a quick reaction off that whole number. That's usually a little. Sometimes that's a bullish candle. A lot of times you get that small body, big wick. It'll go up another 5 or 10 points sometimes. No, I take that back because this candle's not big. Never mind. Usually the candle, it has to be a big bullish engulfing candle. Then you get the small red candle. Kind of like this, where you get the big bear, bullish engulfing candle. Then you get the small candle beside it. Then it goes. Hopefully it's deeper. Really want to see it pull back into the 20s. Here. There's one more 29 touch. Could only get the 9. I don't know if that's the first 9. That's the second 9 touch. Did I get it? We got it. We only needed 5 points. So we got back above that threshold of $500 off of that 9 bounce there. That was super quick. Whew. Equal highs, wait for the sweep. Where are your equal highs at? Is it the 50s in here, or where's it sitting at? 690? Where is it at? Because I don't see it here. At least it's so close, I guess. Is that right? Maybe. $6.93. I see it. It's so small there, you can barely see it because it looks like one candle, but it looks like there's 2 in there. Let's see. So if we got good price action tomorrow, we're definitely going to be start focusing a lot more on these PAs, because that'll give us 6 PAs after finally passing this one of going back and forth. We went back and forth quite a bit with this one. So we just have one one eval left with Apex. So there is no U.S. news tomorrow. Oh wait, yes there is. Initial job claims at 8:30 in the morning. And Great Britain also has a interest rates decision at 7. And not really sure how much the PMI affects the US on the Canadian side there. But they're 2-star news tomorrow for them. I think Friday we have a non-farm payroll. So Friday should be pretty interesting. So I think tomorrow could suck, honestly, just because it's the day before non-farm payroll, possibly. Wait, let me make sure. Let me get down to Friday here. Yeah, so tomorrow's price action may be crappy just because it's the day before non-farm payroll. We may get that one little move for the initial job claims, but after that, it could just be garbage tomorrow. Yeah, Friday's non-farm payroll, so you know how that goes. Those are the days that they like to run stops and just chase your stop loss. So it's going to be a no funded account trade for me today. We're still up on the week on our funded. We've been trading this one so far. We're up, I think, 180. I think we had like $100 on there when we started this week. I didn't get to trade yesterday because I had an appointment I had to take my wife to. This funded account, the one that we were hoping to be by payout by now, I haven't traded it since we took 2 losses on that one. Kind of feeling a little gun shy with that one. And so I'm using this new PA to kind of break that. That's why I started trading the new one, because if I thought if I continued trying to trade this since it's close, I didn't want to ruin it. And, you know, anybody knows how it is. You take a couple losses, you kind of have a hard time just jumping into the trade because you're nervous about it. So usually, yeah, it definitely probably won't be a funded trade day. I'm hoping tomorrow if we can find. Today I had plenty of probably funded trade opportunities, but we just didn't take them. We were already focusing on this one eval to get past, so that'll give us 6 PAs with Apex. But we probably won't pay for it, probably not till closer to the end of the month. I don't know if anybody ever follows EMAs, but look how almost every day we get this one setup off of the 9 EMAs. The only thing that was missing here, which I thought we were going to get it right here, was the fair value gap kind of in the 9 EMA when it pulls back into the EMA. A lot of times you'll get a nice little bounce. But even here, you got a nice bounce after we had really good separation. We had the first initial crossover, and then you had that first pullback. The one that's my favorite is the one where you have the same type setup like this, and you're just waiting for the 21 pullback. But I don't know if that's going to happen during the lunch hour. But the morning time, this is the setup that I like to look for. At least when it comes to like funded accounts. With evals, we are a little bit more aggressive and we'll take a little bit more of those I think trades. And I tell you guys that so you're not like, why is he taking that? So those are just what I call I think trades. All right, there's the sweep of those equal highs. Nice on the equal high call out outer because I didn't even know we had equal highs sitting up there. This is some pretty good movement. I mean, just straight up during lunch hour. I mean, it's about to be 12 o'clock. I mean, you don't have but maybe, what, 30 more minutes at the most before it just dies off? And so we also talked about this pre-market level, that 56. If you go back up to the top of the chat, I can't remember if I put the 56 in the chat this morning. I would have to look. I know we talked about, I mentioned it a little bit. But I wasn't sure if we would get that same setup because we had that same type movement from this morning, like overnight with the 56. And that was right here. It's basically where the 56 fell. It pushed below the 56, then it pushed back up, had to fail break off, and then we had the sell off. Okay, so it didn't push above it, but here's the 56 again. We lost the 56 and had the huge sell off this morning. So the 56 was the kind of the line in the sand from this morning. And this is coming from Adam Manzini levels. This is not like I know what this is from. I'm just reading his newsletter or reading what he's putting on Twitter. So he's a really good person if you're looking for someone to follow on Twitter. Like, even though I don't take trades on the ES, the levels, you can still use the levels. See, I put this in the chat this morning. Plan 37 reclaim, which we did. We pushed back down to 37 and worked to 56, dip. Then, once we reclaim that 56 again, this is where we're having our breakout. So, I mean, he pretty much had it pretty much all 100%. So 37 held and we didn't work our way back down to that 604. But this is who I usually get those levels from that you'll hear me talk about in the morning time. But also with Methodical Man, he gets the newsletter. That's what he usually charges in his Discord for. He usually puts his levels in there too that they do in his Discord. And right now, the ES and NASDAQ are just pretty much following one another. I mean, they're right on top of each other, the same type candles set up and everything. So they're looking good. I've tried to trade Manzini's levels on the ES, but I struggle with the ES pretty bad just because how slow it moves. I'm super impatient when it comes to that. I just don't have the diamond hands, I guess what you call it. I got paper hands. And so I'm like break even or some crap, you know, that's just the way I've always been. I have a hard time breaking that habit. But I don't close the trade. I don't know if anybody ever remember those days when you start trading, like as soon as it's in the green or something, they're like, oh, close it down. So next level is up. It's going to be, I think, 76 and 87. So if we can maybe get a pullback here and then level up to 76, because we didn't quite get there. I mean, it's like right below it. And this is on the ES. I'm thinking maybe this will be our 20 pullback, the 21 pullback. Because we already had the 9. Most of the time, anytime that you just bouncing off the 9, most of the time you'll have to get the 21 pull back then. And that's what I like to trade, is that deeper 21 pull. Hopefully, Bulinox and Apex will do like a 90% off again. That way we can try to stack up on some evals again or kind of start getting some more funded accounts for next month. Outer, are you just trading your 300K account? Is that pretty much what you trade every day? You don't have any others? I've never done good with the big accounts like that. Wow, is that just another 9 push for another 10 pop? Man, the 9 is just paying the bills right now, guys. Woo. Wasn't the 90s the overnight high? Or is that not the high? Maybe I no, yeah, it is. Wait. That's high. Usually, anytime we start approaching this IBH 2.0 or even your IBL, most of the time you start getting some kind of pullback around here. Or even the third one. The third one is definitely usually pushing it. Ooh. Man, this thing's just ripping. It's like, nope, we're going to keep going. We got more. Did anybody take any points on all this huge move up off your 50% pullback or right above this 50%? Ooh, it's 12 o'clock. Now this is where the market usually can get pretty crappy. This between this 12 and 1 o'clock. This is where I'll usually start taking losses. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll start trying to find these moves during this lunch hour, and this is where I start and make sure I'm not on my account because I don't want to mess around and accidentally lose that. Oh no, we're not even going to attempt to try to do no long this high up in the move. I try not to really jump in at the top as much as you want to sometimes. I definitely wait for pullbacks. I try to be very consistency on the pullbacks most of the time. Well, at least definitely on funded. Evals, every now and then we'll get a little reckless. Outer, have you still not taking any trades on your funded account on that 300K that you passed a while back? Java's like, oh, Java, I feel like you missed that long, man. You should have been way down there. This here was probably your last get entry. This was the one that we took a while ago. But we're only looking for 5 points when we took it. Okay, so you're trying to pass one more 300K, then do the fundeds. Something that took me a long time to excuse me. There's something that took me a long time that seemed like to to get past was accepting red days. I used to have a hard time accepting red days. That used to be tough. For some reason, we got Methodical Man calling. He's like, what are you doing, guy? Yeah, that is tough. That's why I've been really focusing on the one trade a day with the funded accounts. If I take a loss on the funded accounts, we just accept the L. So, you know, Java, I have not traded those one funded accounts that we took 2 losses on last week. Remember I said we were red on that one funded account? Remember I was up to like 26,300. I was only like $300 away from getting that to that first $500 payout. Then I took back-to-back losses. And so then I started trading another funded account to try to get that off your back, you know, where I'm not scared to pull the trigger. So we're up $300 on this funded account because that's what I knew it would happen if I continued trading that this week. I would have a hard time trying to pull the trigger on that. So I thought I'd just start with a fresh one. And once I get past that, then we'll go back to trading these both again. Do I get what there? Yeah, we took part of the long. I was only looking for, I think we took 2 trades with this account on this long. I had to take I took this pullback here for 5 points because I missed my profit target by $11 because we were trying to get another eval pass. So we're up to 26,507. So we only got one eval left with these guys unless hopefully they have some kind of special coming up. I wish they'd do another 90%. I mean, it's going to have to get to the point where I'm going to have to start trading fundeds pretty consistently instead of just trading evals a lot. But since I take so many trades, especially streaming, it's hard to do that because I don't like to sit here and overtrade my funded accounts. But the evals, that's what you guys will usually most of the time see me over trading, just because they're evals and we're just trying to get them passed. But I'm not sure what tomorrow's going to offer as far as funded, just because it's a day before non-farm payroll. And a lot of times the day before non-farm payroll is usually choppy, and it's like leading up to non-farm payroll Friday. So unfortunately, this may be our only good like trading day where we have a nice trending, hour. We've been trending pretty much since what, 10:30. Now, what were you asking? Did I get that? Were you talking about the long here? Because I know you said something about this is going to be a good pullback. Ponzi, I ain't going to lie. For a minute, I thought we were going to sell off. I thought we were going to run these lows down here. We never did, because we never did run the lows all the way at the 440s. So we still have the lows intact. So maybe that's what we're going to have this evening is the big sell-off. Yeah, we called it twice. I called the initial move. I took almost 30 points total out of it, but I missed my profit target by like $10. And then we did this 9 EMA pullback for 5 more. Load up the F-150. And gonna load it up for the all in all the blown accounts. Hopefully nobody's spending, not spending car payments on your accounts. Oh, you missed the big move up. Yeah, I waited for it to get above the what is it? The 592. Remember we've talked about that 592 a couple times. That was your opening and close levels from yesterday. And once it got there, we got long about 601 from this move here. We got our 10 points. Our second runner was at 20. I was targeting 40, but it came back and stopped us out for at the 20 or 620. Okay, so we only took 20 points on that move. And then I realized that I missed it by $10. Then where I got this line drawn is where we took the last entry here for 5 points for a bounce off the 9 EMA. Because I needed to get 40 to get to my profit target. To pass the evaluation. But I don't think we're going to take any more trades this morning or around lunch hour, because a lot of times if I start taking trades around this time of the morning, that's usually where I'll start taking losses. I mean, a lot of you guys have been here where I do that sometimes, where I'll try to take those lunch hour trades and just end up just taking little small losses here and there, or break even trades, or lose 5 points, then just start taking away from my account. Thank everyone for watching this morning. Remember, tomorrow could be very choppy because non-farm payroll is Friday. So we'll just kind of wait and see what the market offers as far as funded accounts go. You're thinking maybe a reversal. This is definitely look like a good spot reversal. And I only say that because here's that IBH 2.0. So you're like double the move above. So how they get that, let me see, is that 63? So it's half of the move from your IBL low to your IBL2. So what it is, they'll take this number and this number and times 2, and that's how they get this number here. So that's what, 621, and your low is at 501. So what is that, 160 points? So yeah, and it's all the way up at 825. So was that almost a 200 point move? Yeah. Or maybe it's half and half. Maybe that's how they do it. They half of the move or something. I don't know. I have to get a calculator and see what the numbers are real quick. I always thought the first one, the 1.5, is half of this number from the IBH and the IBL. That's how they end up with this 1.5. And maybe this is the full length between the low and the high. Maybe that's how they get this next level at the 2.0. I would have to add it up real quick just to be positive, but I think that's how they do it for anybody that uses this indicator. But most of the time, whenever we get above the 2s, I don't even usually look for trades. Because usually anytime you get around the IB 2.0 and the IB 3.0, it's almost like getting on your 3rd or 4th level of pivots. You too, Outer. Thank you. Have a good evening at work if you're working this evening. So this is actually your first 21 pullback. And it's in a gap. Whew. Let's see if this holds. But man, it's so high. Well, I'll make sure. All right. It's pushing. Oh, dirty clothes, guys. Dirty clothes. It definitely looks like it wants to. What did that bounce off of the 20? Oh, it just cannot get out of the gap here. Man, that thing, as soon as it printed out below that gap, it just ripped. Building that gap. That was, looks like almost a 26 touch. Close. Stalling. Oh well. We gave it a whirl. Thought we could get a breakout below this here. And it still may go. Like I said, we're just being super cautious because we're already green, so there's no reason. It either goes on these shorts or it doesn't. Boom, there's the 10. Ooh, you're waiting for the second leg? Man, if I didn't go to break even, it never would have got me in the red. But like I said, it's that time of the day where, like I said, most of the time if I start trying to trade this, I always end up taking losses. That's why when we did take it or took it, we were only on 3 micros. So the most that we were willing to risk is going to be like $30. Let's see if the 12 holds up. A lot of times at 12 levels, we'll get stuck at the 12. The 10 and 12 is usually your pullback areas once we break those 700s. Then if the 12s doesn't hold up, more likely you can get a pushback up there into the 20s. Pretty close to the 20s. Just missed it by a few points. It still could get up there. We got pretty close to bouncing off that area earlier. I would only be looking for 10 points anyway, outer, with the runner. There's the 20 touch. It's also another retest of that gap. Who's that 12? This thing's getting super tight, isn't it? This could just be a little fake out to the upside here. And that was also another little 20. We're just right now just kind of popping that 20. We'll give it one more try. We're risking what? $60. Is that right? 60? We'll take some of our risk off. This way, we're only risking, what's that? 30, about $40 or $50 on this trade. We're just in it for 3 micros. Looks like it's moving up pretty hard. We just need that 20 to hold here. Hopefully the 21 EMA will hold. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So that knocked us back. Like I said, that was $50. All right, that's gonna have to be it for me because I don't want to sit here and mess with this stuff. This is why a lot of times I like to get off during lunch because I'll start saying, "Oh, maybe that's gonna be a breakout," and get stopped. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I thought we could maybe run this wick. That's what I was hoping for, or even a push back down here to their 50 EMA. And we had this gap that keeps holding. I was like, man, maybe this will be the little breakout right here. And we only got about what? If you took it from the 20, you might have got it, but all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow or Power Hour. I'm just curious if it's going to move down. Not going to trade it. We're just watching. Yeah, we wanted to see us run this wick here. Right below the 700s. And this thing's still just kind of barcoding back and forth. Yeah, it's true. We definitely could take out those equal highs that appear too. Man, this has been a stubborn trade as far as taking out this previous wick here at the 700s. Stubborn. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching.